and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. It is the end of the year. Happy New Year. This is going to go up before New Year's, I hope. I'm actually filming this on the 28th, which is a Wednesday, and I am going to close out my December budget. I have a couple reasons why. I have influx of income at the end of the year every year, and it usually falls on the Friday before the new year starts, or at least the 30th or 31st, before the 31st. So I have a lot of things happening. My husband's getting a salary check on Friday the 30th, and he's getting his VA disability and his military retirement check, which is the first of the month's income for January. So in order to compartmentalize and keep things under control, we are going to do the weekly check-in. We're going to close out Paycheck 3. We're going to set up Paycheck 4, which is not going to have a lot going on, but you'll get the idea of what money is probably going to go into savings for the end of the year, and we are just going to take care of business from there. So, and then I'll do a wrap-up video as far as any changes later on, or I will just start with the new numbers going into January as far as my savings accounts and sinking funds, which I didn't get to do a sinking funds video this month. It's kind of crazy, so I think I'll do it in January instead. So if you want to see what I have done and how much I've spent and what's been going on, stay tuned and we will get into the weekly check-in. Okay, my weekly check-in, I always start with the spending calendar. I put every transaction of all my spending on the calendar on the days that I spend it. So I have 3 transactions here that happened after the weekly check-in I did last week, or last Thursday, that kind of cleared that night here on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. I have 2 no spend days. Obviously Christmas, we were just with family and at home. I stayed off Amazon, try not to spend on Amazon that day. And then I had a little spending on Monday, no spending on Tuesday. We had ice and snow from Friday all day to yesterday, which was Tuesday, so that's the reason why there was very little spending. We did get out and pick up pizza, so that was good, but there was a lot going on. And so here I spent a lot today. And hold on one second, sorry about that. I had a couple texts come through, so I just wanted to check on those real quick. I have family traveling for the new year here to my house, so I'm just making sure they're okay on the road. So hopefully they'll be here soon. But I want to go ahead and get this video up, done and ready to get up before they get here. So let's go ahead and finish up. So yeah, these are the days I spent. Anything happening on these 3 days, the 29th, 30th, and 31st, I'm going to count that in January. Reason being is, like I said, everything, all the income, my husband's salary income and 2 government checks come in on this night. Part of it will come in Friday at midnight and be available Saturday. I've already seen the pending deposits for that. And then the other will be Friday morning. So it comes Thursday night going into Friday morning. So it's just one of those things where just so much is coming in at once. I want to make sure I have the right allocated money for the time period that I want. My husband always gets checks at the first of every month. So I always start my month fresh at the first of every month. So in order to not confuse myself, I want to go ahead and end it now, and then any spending I will just count it later in the next month. So that'll work out. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys in so you can see the transactions here, and we will get started on totaling up the numbers. Okay, as you can see, there was not a lot of transactions. I did do some prep spending here, grab my pen, and spent quite a bit of money, and then follow-up spending after the ice and snow over the weekend from the 23rd to the 27th. And the snow is gone from my front yard, and we were supposed to be in the 50s this week. So it's over. It was really cold though. It was like minus 17 one night, and I was just like, I have never experienced this. It's a brand new house. We didn't know how I was going to handle it, but it did beautifully, and I am thankful. Now, I have a grocery household here for Walmart. It was part of a pickup where I added an extra item or 2, and it was charged separately. So it did not clear until this day. So it was $3.40. That was part of a previous Walmart pickup. I only do Walmart pickup every other month or so. So there's just a handful of items that isn't at the Meijer grocery store closest to me that Walmart does have that we really want. So occasionally I'll do a Walmart pickup, but I don't like using it as far as transaction wise because they take forever to process the final total. It can take a week, 2 weeks, longer sometimes. I don't get it. Anyway, so $3.40 for that. And then I have over here at the bottom, I did a Meijer pickup, grocery Meijer pickup, $147.33. And then I did Meijer here again today for $248.11, which is quite a bit of money. Not all of this is grocery household, though I counted everything in grocery household. I did get some ice, pet-friendly ice melt. I don't know how good it's going to do, but we have a lot of animals and pets that run across each other's yards. We don't mind. They're just running across, exploring the neighborhood. We're in the country, so no big deal to us, but I wanted to make sure if I put anything down, it was animal or pet friendly, and for any possible future ice, and making sure tonight it is going to get below freezing, so it might refreeze for the morning, and I want to make sure our driveway is safe. So far we've been doing okay getting in and out, and our road is like clear, completely clear, so that's pretty awesome. So here we go. My calculator is right here. And let's see what the total is. I have 340 plus 147.33 and 248.11. So $398.84 is what I have. Wow, I spent way more than I thought I would. I can't remember what I spent it on now. It's crazy. 398.84. I don't know. I was just spending money. I know I did stock up on some things. The ice melt was like $13 a container. I got 2 containers there. Oh, I bought, they may have been $10 or $12 a box for these fruit cups that my son likes. And they don't always have them in. I've been stocking up on things that run out really quick. So when it's in the store, I'll grab it. I got like these juice drinks that my son's like. And I want to make sure I have plenty in stock here in the house so that if we are stuck at home for a few days and can't get out, or if they get a short supply again, I don't have to run all over town trying to find them and things like that. So I keep adding to the stockpile is basically what I'm saying. Kind of filling my pantry up and adding more to it. I think it's good to spend, if you have the flexibility, to add to your pantry and have extra stock in your pantry for emergencies and things that you can use to eat without having to cook, or things like that that are simple that can get you through for a few days until power gets back on. Luckily, we didn't lose power at all. We were just really cold at night, but other than that, we were pretty good. Restaurants, only one transaction. We ordered a pizza, or a couple pizzas and some cheese sticks and stuff, $40.16, and I gave a 15% tip. And then, so that's why the price is a little higher than what I normally do. Let's check that off. And then that is over here. So Papa John's is our go-to pizza place. And then the next thing we have is miscellaneous. They're all Amazon transactions. So my oldest son, for his birthday, got a PlayStation 5, which is excellent. He was so thrilled to get it. I think it's one on December 24th. I actually showed his reaction because his birthday is December 24th. On Christmas Eve, I posted a little short of him reacting to getting his PlayStation. He was just, it's a cute reaction if you want to see it. He had 2 controllers, but there was only one charge cord, and they were charging each controller one at a time. And so I'm like, oh, you need one of those charging stands. So I ordered that on Amazon for $22.65. And then I got, my husband got, I have no idea what he got. It was $19.07. I was like, whatever, if that's what you want. And then I think it was something around the house, but he just really wanted it. I was like, okay. $61.46. So we are waiting for these door blocks. I wish I had it before it snowed and ice, but this should help for the rest of the year as well, or the rest of winter. And so it was 61.46, and we had 3 doors that we were blocking, so it was about what, $20 a door for these big heavy things. Things that block the door. Now we need to redo the weather stripping and things like that. So this is a temporary fix until the spring when we get around to doing those things and fixing up the things that we really want. So let's total this up. 1907 plus 2265 plus 6146. And there you go. We spent $103.18. And then we had an unbudgeted, and this was all me. So that's all checked off. That's all checked off. I forgot to check off all the groceries. All right, so Sarah Marie stickers is all the stickers you see here in my books. They're all Sarah Marie stickers, okay? And if you know my channel, you know this is what my go-to. And so she did an annual subscription for her mystery kits. And this year she offered annual subscriptions. So I bought an annual subscription for 2 kits, the hourly and the compact vertical, because I work out of 2 planners. One is my brain dump planner, and I love to decorate and just have fun with stickers in that one. And the other one is my hourly, and then I decorate and enjoy that one as well. So my first, when I'm first planning and kind of doing the brain dump or needing a place to brain dump everything, I use the compact vertical and lay out the week. It's not usually in order, it's not time slotted, it's just like a to-do list of things that need to get done. And then when I go to plan in my hourly for the week, I go and reorganize it by time. And that seems to help me doing it in 2 places, and my memory in remembering what I need to get done. It has been very beneficial to that. So I definitely enjoy putting the stickers down. So I am willing to do this. It's a great hobby if this is something you enjoy, and I definitely have enjoyed that. So I spent $302.10. Shh, I haven't told my husband yet, though. If he had something he wanted, I would be like, yeah, go for it. But it's for the entire year, and I don't have to remember to order the mystery kit because I don't always remember. And I think I might, when I get these mystery kits at the end of the year, have them available as a giveaway or something if there's kits I don't really particularly want and aren't going to use, that kind of thing. So you never know. Maybe a trade, maybe a giveaway, maybe something like that. But I love her stickers. I love these kits and stuff. And usually I love what she does have for her mystery kits. So more than likely I will use them. So let's go ahead and go to, where am I needing to go to? Here, weekly check-in. So the weekly check-in, this is week 4. Oh man. Okay, so let's go ahead and put everything down. I did not put unbudgeted, which I don't need to put here as long as it's in where I pay everything in my Paycheck 3, which I will be closing out today after I finish this. So if you're just here for the weekly check-in, after I'm done with this, I'm done. You know, that's all you really need. But if you want to stick around and see my Paycheck 3 closeout and Paycheck 4 setup, even though Paycheck 4 is just for 1 or 2 days for the New Year's, just you can stick around for that too. All right, here we go. Spent in grocery household. Here we go. $398.84. Restaurants was $40.16. Hopefully these numbers work out. I have not done these numbers yet, but in my laptop on my computer, they seem fine. So $103.18. And that's the miscellaneous. And then unbudgeted. I ran out of room for all the categories because I have 6. So I just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to put the unbudgeted. I'm just going to make sure it goes on the paycheck budget, because that's where it needs to go. So let's track and see, because we didn't have any gas and we didn't have any copay. Now I will have copay and maybe gas like over the next few days. But right now, I do have a prescription I haven't picked up yet. So I have a couple, I'm waiting for one to be finished filling, for them to fill, and the other one will be, is already filled. I just gotta go get it. But that, but those transactions will fall into the, the next paycheck, next month. I'm going to take care of it next month, paying it. So I'm not worried about it here. Let's see what we got here. See if we can get the calendar and all this on here. There we go. Calculator and notebook all here. It looks like I'm on screen. So I had 328.41, and I'm going to subtract the 398.84. So I am over budget by $70.43, and that is what my spreadsheet says. So I am happy that I am in balance there, but not happy I was over budget, and that's okay. Let's see, I was already over budget by $40.25, and I'm over another $40.16, so that gives me a negative $80.41. Excellent. So that is also what my notes say. So I had $146.75 in miscellaneous. This was the category I was just, going way over budget last month with. I'm going to subtract out the $103.18 that we did spend, and I actually had money left over in this. So that'll compensate for some of the spending. $43.57. We're good there. And like I said, we didn't spend any gas. We still had $87.60. And then I had $231.08 here. I had it high because I actually got shoes that are for diabetic shoes. I don't know. And it had all these inserts and stuff like that, insoles and stuff for your shoes. And it's a good tennis shoe. I really like it. But I didn't know if how much insurance was going to cover and how much I'm going to cover and all that good stuff. So there you go. I had that pretty high, but I haven't got a bill yet. So this will probably just go back into the buffer of the checking account, and then I'll budget high again next month, waiting for that bill and seeing what that medical copay is going to look like. But over budget, and under budget. Essentially, let's see what we have. I'll just start with the positive numbers here. 231.08 plus the 87.60 plus 43.57 minus 80.41 minus 70.43. All right, so that says $211.41, unless I hit the keys wrong, which is entirely possible. I have a couple $100 left over. If you combined all these spending categories together, I still had a couple $100 left. It was positive. That's a good sign. And I am happy and satisfied with that. A little unsatisfied with the over budgets on specific categories, but generally overall, I did not go so far over budget that I couldn't compensate it with other spending categories. So there's that. Let's move on to the Paycheck 3. That's what I'm doing. I couldn't think. But yeah, this is the weekly check-in. I'll go ahead and zoom out real quick. I say real quick, but the camera's really slow when it zooms out. But if this is what you came for, this is the weekly check-in. Everything worked out good. I still have a couple $100 left over. I think I'm going to leave that one in. And for the spending categories, and that cash is just going to go back in the buffer of the checking account. Now let's look at what Paycheck 4 is going to look like after I close out Paycheck 3, because we're just going to end it here on the 28th, and I know a lot of things are going to happen on the 30th, so I want to get that set up. And then I want to deal with January's money when it's time to deal with January. So Paycheck 3, I did have to do a little adjustment here. It's not like I got extra cash. There was just an adjustment I had to do. But nothing changed as far as actuals. So the balance forward was $1,033.25. And then the salary for my husband stayed the same, $2,523.43. And then I was off somewhere in my past budgets by $228. So I'm just going to leave it here. And we are just going to zoom in back in so you can see better. There you go. Okay, the totals of all these numbers, I'm just going to double check them, make sure I did my math correctly. And there we go. So I have here $3,559 even. That is a rarity. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. All right, so now that I've got that, I'm going to total up what's down here. Now, for some reason, I have the joint thinking, which is a chiropractic thing, that I didn't put it over here, but I did. And so I just put 0, ignore that. I don't know what I was thinking. Just Christmas and numbers and trying to keep up with the budget during the holidays is a little, let me take it back, is a lot overwhelming sometimes. So I completely understand if you wanted to throw your budget like out the window because it was just not that great. Okay, so here we go. We're going to total up all the fixed expenses and I'm going to add to basically week 3 and week 4 combined together. And I have a little sticky note over here to let me know what was what. And let me go ahead and write those numbers in because I add both of them together. $859.51. My handwriting's not very good tonight. I do apologize. I think I'm just nervous. You know, my parents are driving in to visit and they've never seen my house. And I'm just jittery because I know they're coming. So I'm excited to see them. Okay. The next thing I have is restaurants. We spent $290.50, which is a miracle. Probably would have spent more if it didn't ice and snow this past weekend, but you know, that's okay. $198.48 for miscellaneous. Praise God, I am slowing down that spending, and though I am got one unbudgeted but that I like doing annual things and purchases, and like I did in the unbudgeted. I didn't know how much it was going to cost or what I was going to get, but I was going to spend all that money anyway throughout the year with that unbudgeted, but it's a lot up front. Okay, gasoline, $144.73, and then like I said, unbudgeted, $302.10, and then pharmacy copay is $27.08. There we go. So, oh my goodness. So I am over here, and I am over here, and I am under here, and I am under here, and I am over here. Just making little mental notes to myself. I am under here, and there we go. So that is why I have that there. I don't really need that, but it's there, so I fill it in sometimes. All right, here we go. We're going to total this up, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So I've done this twice. There's something off in my math because when I did it off camera before, I was $20 difference, I think. Hold on, let me see. So this is saying the total is all of this 3,000. Can't see that. 29.76. And with my chicken scratch, I don't know if you really want to see that. All right, and then I'm going to subtract it from this 3,559 and 220 or 529.24, and it's $20 difference than what I have, and I'm not sure what the $20 difference is. I'm not going to worry about it. It's going to be close enough to match the bank account, which I'm going to take a quick look real quick while I am here, because I've already done the money moves. I've already paid the credit card of all that spending that you saw. And I've already, okay, yeah, there's $20 difference than what the checking account says. So what I want is what the checking account says, not so much this. And I have forgotten a $20 item, and I'm not quite sure what it is. So what I'm going to do is just erase this, because when I wrote this twice, this is actually a $69. And I'm not sure what the $20 item is. Now you do see here where I have extras that say variable expense. These were things that happened after I already did the budget. So I'm gonna put an adjustment, and then I'm gonna put 0 here because it's not part of this budgeted total, but I will put $20 here, and that $20 will put the total amount balance forward. So I'm gonna write balance forward, and that total is $549.24. So this is what is actually sitting in my checking account. This paycheck budget is my checking account. I make sure that my checking account is what I'm using, and to pay for everything, even though everything goes on the credit card, I track the credit card separately and make payments towards it. But it's still the exact same numbers that I have in my spending categories, so they match up when I track it. So that is the balance forward. I'm not sure what the adjustment of $20 was. Maybe I did my math wrong beforehand, or I lost out on something, or transposed a number somewhere. I am not sure. Oh, I think I figured it out. I wrote 90 here. I think it's 70. Oh my goodness, there's the $20. Okay, that can be 0 again. No adjustment. We're good. Oh goodness, I can't even read my own handwriting. But when I've already done my budget and I need to add things that have come out of the checking account, like my iTunes is connected to my checking account, not my credit card. I need to change that at some point. But anyway, so I made a purchase of an album, King & Country, Little Drummer Boy. If you've never heard it, never seen the videos, go to YouTube, go type in King & Country, Little Drummer Boy. Oh my gosh, they're just amazing. I love their music. I have several of their albums. And so, and then my son, Justin, who got the PlayStation 5, they wanted the Star Wars game. Well, you can get digital or you can get physical discs. His actually allows you to play physical discs. And he can actually use his old discs from his old games on the PlayStation 4 and I think PlayStation 3 on the 5, which is awesome. So it's like an amazing upgrade. And so him and his brother wanted the game, and I wanted to gift it to them. So what I did was he paid for it with his money on his card for his PlayStation, and I transferred $29.99 into his checking account because we are joint on that account, and just transfer money into it. And then I noticed my Vivint went up by 67 cents. So I just made the adjustment here, and then I bought an old TV show. I think I was Justin's age. He's 24. I was 24 when it came out in early 2000s, called Roswell. It was on CW, and they had the TV series. It was 3 seasons for $20. I'm like, I want that. I miss that. So it was one of the things I watched when my husband deployed a lot, and I kept up with. So it just kind of brings back those memories of being young with my first kid and deployments and all that stuff. So anyway, so there's that. Now paycheck 4, let's go ahead and get this taken care of. So I have $549.24. $549.24. My husband's salary is $2,523.47. I have that memorized unless they decide to change it. And I don't have anything other going right there. This is just an estimate, but it's probably going to be the actual as well. So I want to make sure I account for all these things. Now, starting in the month of December, so my husband can have the money in January, we are going to go ahead and get him a category called personal personal money. It's not allowance, it's his money. I mean, we all spend money, and he's just like, I want to continue to have money. Normally, he gets money from his VA education. All that goes to him, and he gets to spend it however he wants, but he will no longer have that because by the end of this week, or by Sunday, New Year's Eve, all his work will be submitted for his master's degree program, and he will be graduating in April. But all the classwork and all the hard work will be done, and he won't have any more school or education. So yay, we're so excited. He got through his master's degree program, and we are in the state we want to be, and we're doing all the things we want to do. So we are so excited. So the first thing I want to do is tithe the salary. That is $253. That goes to the general fund of our church when we get to go back. And then savings, I haven't figured that out yet, but I do know he wants $175 for right now, a month. And so what I explained to him, it's easier for me to pay at the end, the last paycheck of every month for the next month, in order to give him the money, personal money for him, because that's when I have the most disposable income to do that with. So it's harder to do on the first or second paycheck, but the third, I usually have a little extra wiggle room, so it's not that big a deal. So let's take these two numbers and figure out what we think we could put into the emergency fund for savings. So I'm trying to build it back up. I spent a lot in November and December, about $4 or $5 grand, and I was naughty, so yeah, I'm paying the price for it. $549.24 plus the $2,523.47. And there we go. I'm gonna put 0 for other because I don't expect anything. And that gives us $3,072.71. Now, all money in the checking account for the month of December and for the entire year is going to go into savings. I'm going to start January 1st off with 0 from December, or anything. All 2022 money goes either to pay a bill or put in savings. So January 1st is going to be the military retirement VA disability. That's where we're going to start with, and I'm going to move forward with that. So I'm going to I'm going to balance forward 0. Now, is my checking account going to be empty? No. I don't take it all the way to 0. I wait for certain dates and income to pop in, and then I zero it then I transfer funds and then make sure only a specific number is in the checking account. So no, it doesn't go to 0, but yes, I do zero it out. And that is what we're doing this year. So that is what we have, minus 253, minus 175. I'm not going to worry about all this. I'm not even going to budget any of that. We will deal with that in January. So what I'm looking at here is I'm going to put $2,644.71 into savings. It's pretty much a whole paycheck and a little bit more. And we still get to tithe, and my husband still gets spending money. So I'm really excited about that. That is thrilling that the entire paycheck can go into savings and boost up the emergency fund. I don't think I've been trying to keep trackers for all this, but I keep messing them up. So, all right, what have I got here? Now I do have $400 cash sitting in the safe here at the house. $300 I transferred in. $13 started in third section. Okay, so for each, like this section here, the third section, I'm saying $13 is already taken care of. And so if I just divide this by 343.50, that gives me 7 sections. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bring that down 1. Let's see. And then plus 13 here. So I almost went back to 8 months. Right now I'm currently sitting on 7 months, and this will bring us close to 8 months. So if I add transfer, once the payment or the income gets deposited into the checking account, once this amount gets deposited. And this number's already sitting there. It's already there. And this all happens, I can transfer on the 30th $2,644.71 for savings, and that will bring us back up to almost 8 months of savings. And then the difference that I need. All right, so I still have just under $1,500 to get to save up. So I'm pretty sure I can get this saved up and back fully funded at 8 months, which is our minimum. Now, when I say 8 months, I mean 8 months of salary savings, not 8 months of bare minimum, bare bones emergency saving. If my husband lost his job, I do not want to be hit with losing his salary for a few months. So we are saving his salary. It's a choice that we made. We were lucky this year. We sold our house in Virginia, moved to Kentucky, and still had substantial amount. And we decided to do the salary over bare minimum and emergency. So I would only need $1,477.29 to bring it back to 8 months and then start on month 9. Our ultimate goal is to have an entire year's worth of salary that he's currently making right now in the emergency fund to take care of any emergencies. I mean, really, that's just what we're trying to do, is just put as much as we can into that savings. And we keep that money in a money market account, and it averages $30 to $50 a month extra. So that's kind of cool. High yield savings. So that is my December. I pretty much, this is what December closeout is going to look like, because I've already decided this stuff here is going to go in January. So anything between the 29th, 30th, and 31st, I'm just going to put it in January, because I just need to find a way to make a clean break with December and get into January. Let me put that total down here at the bottom. I forgot to do that. 2,644.71 and 175. All right, so this number matches that number. I wanted to make sure the math was right. So 3,072.71. There we go. So let me zoom out. All right, we have finished with the weekly check-in. We have set up with Paycheck 4, and we have gotten caught up with how much we would be putting in to our savings account for the emergency fund to keep building it to our 8-month goal. And we are getting very close to that, and I am thrilled to close out December and start fresh with January, because what a wild ride it's been this year. And it's just going to be another year next year of ups and downs, ins and outs, and another wild ride. So keep holding on, keep praying, keep leaning into the Lord and having Him help you get through it, because that's the only way I can survive. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.